My mom was a seamstress. She sewed for everybody in the community. So I started sewing when I was little. I don't remember. I started sewing with doll dresses and all. And then I just started sewing. As I got older, I was sewing for myself. And then when I went to school, the only thing I knew to major in was home economics. And I went to Longwood, graduated from Longwood, majored in home economics, textiles, and clothing. And everybody, even though I enjoyed sewing, being a business owner was not my desire. Everybody prayed me into this, and I know they saw the gift in me, and they really encouraged me to open my business. My specialty is clothing the men and women of God. I do custom clothing, clergy, outfits. I do the accessories, which are the towels and so forth, the prayer shawls. My church, which is Oak Grove Restoration Ministries, was having a conference that year, and so I started making the prayer shawls using the theme. Ignite the fire, fan the flames. Do you remember that
I
one?
remember that conference.
Yeah, and that's how I started with the prayer shawls. We know each other through church mainly. I've known April's parents for years.
Well, my first thought of Leah, like my memories really stem from like you in the choir. You know what I mean? Like that's where the choir was deep. The voices were amazing. I mean, they go to different churches and it'd be a huge altar call kind of thing. It was a powerful choir. But I remember you and singing with Mom in the choir. But as far as her work, I mean, you'd see these different, yes, the prayer shawls, but also the clergy. Jackets, suits, dresses.
I made bishops to clergy outfits, the black one and the cream color one. I made those.
And it stands out. Not only is it incredibly unique, you know you don't see this anywhere else. It's like, who did that? Ah, that was Leah. I would like to be able to help those in the pageant world. There are many different requests just to have things sized in, taken out, and it's harder to find someone to do that kind of work, or there's one person who could be backed up with other things. So I would like to be able to help those in the pageant world.
Every time I would question, is this what I'm supposed to do, Lord? Because it was hard, it was difficult. And every time I would say that, somebody would come in and say, I don't know what I'd do without you. I'm so glad that you're here. It happened over and over. So finally I said, okay, God, I got it. I got it now. So I didn't question it anymore. I knew I was doing what I was called to do.
She's one of the greatest, people to be doing this, to be teaching me. I'm so grateful for this opportunity.
A lot of times we don't see our value. We don't see ourselves the way other people see us. And I'm trying to improve on that. I'm really trying to improve on that because it's definitely a gift that I've got. And I'm so honored that God has gifted it to me. So I really have to value it more.
I'll be your cheerleader.
Okay.
You know I will be. The basics to a fine detail, every different measurement, the list, I just from here to here to here to here, and how to be specific. So again, the metaphor of the baking to cooking. I can cook, I can do this, that to taste, but baking is very specific. So sewing and the basics that she's been showing me forced me to slow down and take time to be more exact with my measurements and why I'm taking these measurements, because when I go to try to fit, this isn't going to quite fit in the right place. So it's the basics. She's teaching me how to crawl, and it's difficult, but we're getting there. I am one of 5 children. I am the 4th girl, and then there's a baby boy. 2 of my 3 older sisters have been in pageants. So there are a lot of requirements. The gown has to be a certain length, which I'm learning as well. You know, stand on your tiptoes when you're going all the way down the body, kind of thing, for those longer gowns. And again, I was never thinking about these sort of details. I was just like, oh yeah, this gown fits, sure. But in seeing this side of it, I'm like, oh, I need to do better with how things fit, because the judges are paying very close attention to that. What I'm learning in the pageant world is the camaraderie and the sisterhood is amazing. I mean, these folks will just show up and they're there to help support me and encourage me.
I have a book in me. At some point, it shall come out, because God has really done so much in my life. I've been a single parent for the majority of my children's lives. It hasn't been easy, but God has always been there, and I haven't lacked for anything.
Oh my God, I did this.
We have to let this out.
I did. Okay. Oh, I can feel.
But